and welcome to the Party Center Speaks podcast. This is the podcast for family entertainment center and event venue owners, operators, managers, and staffers looking to grow their business. Want to learn more about how you can increase party bookings, improve facility operations, and other topics? This is the podcast for you. My name is Laura Cañas, and I'm the marketing manager here at Party Center Software. In this episode, we're going to share audio from our webinar on how to build your sales and marketing playbook. We hope you enjoy this presentation.
All right, so today we're going to talk about building your sales and marketing playbook, technology solutions, and services to grow your business. So it's featuring both myself and Devin Hansen from Hound. So we'll introduce ourselves in just a little bit. But before I do so, thank you so much for joining us today. I know that there's 1,001 places where you could be right now, and you're choosing to spend that hour with us. So we're super grateful for that, and thank you all for joining us. If this is your first time on a Party Center Software webinar, welcome. We are PCS, we're powered by Party Center Pay, and we turn the frustrations of manual processes into a phenomenal guest experience. Our software enables our customers to offer online party booking to guests, digital waivers, add a new revenue stream using an online store, make purchase using our point of sale system, manage their facility, and so much more. And of course, we serve everybody in the family entertainment center industry. So we work with arcades, trampoline parks, soft play facilities, you name it, we've probably worked with them. But we're so much more than just a software. We're also business builders. And we pride ourselves on putting a bunch of great content out there in the industry. So be sure to check out our FEC Resource Center on our website. Every quarter, we publish multiple ebooks, guides, we have webinars like the one you're on today, so be sure to check that out. And I'm really proud to announce that in addition to our resource center, last quarter we recently launched the PCS Academy. So the Academy consists of two portals. The first portal is the Business Growth Academy, where you log in and you're able to access all of our resources, webinars, ebooks without having to fill out a bunch of forms to get them. And in there also we have a great video series on different business growth concepts. So how to build a great website, social media automation, all that good stuff. So there's a lot of great content in there on that. And if you're a Party Center Software customer, you can also access our second portal, the Software Training Academy, where you'll have access to a bunch of great content that our support team created about different features of our software. So it's a great tool to onboard and train your staff. If you want to sign up for that, head over to partycentersoftware.com/PCS Academy sign up and get an account today. So I'd love to take a moment to introduce some of the folks that are on our panel today. First of all, our success consultants, Megan Hawkins and Courtney Drehos. They help with business consulting, facility planning, software device, you name it, they're here for you. We also have our customer success managers, Tanya and Eileen. They help you with pretty much everything, optimizing your PCS software, marketing advice, business consulting, and they provide regular check-ins as well to all of our customers. So they're the dream team over here. And if we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Laura. I'm the marketing manager here. And we also have Rebecca Toomey, our director of sales, marketing, and customer success. We're here to help you with business consulting, playbook development, marketing advice, partnerships and events. We're here for you also. And our special guest today is Devin. He's the marketing and brand director at Hound. Devin has over 10 years of experience in marketing and advertising. He began working with Hound in 2019 to help empower business owners with tools needed to promote their attractions with less effort. Hound is an automated marketing platform to help businesses of Fun, Yum, and Zen promote special offers and generate repeat revenue and foot traffic. Devin, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. It's exciting.
And if anybody notices, Devin is wearing a dog face right now.
Fun stuff you get to do when you're the brand director.
Exactly. We like to have fun here, so. All right, so guys, let's jump into the topic for today. Choosing the right technology solutions for your business can be overwhelming because there's just so many choices out there, right? That's why focusing on planning and process is key. So whether or not you are already a facility owner or operator, or you're totally new to the industry, it's never too early or too late to start planning. That's why I wanted to start this conversation about to talk a little bit about the importance of building a playbook for your business. So we like to start this by talking about everyone has something to teach and something to learn. So let's say you have a veteran party host that is just awesome at their job and they know how to woo the customers, right? Well, they have a lot to offer and a lot to teach to those party hosts that are totally new to your facility. So there's a lot that they can offer them. New folks can also bring a lot of good stuff to the table, and that's where your playbook comes in. It's a living and breathing document where you can put in information, and those top performers can put in all of their knowledge for new folks to learn, and new folks can also contribute to the playbook as well, and teach something to the veterans that have been working at your facility for a long time. So all of this is super important. But let me kind of tone it down a little bit. What is a playbook? Well, it's a collection of best practices, processes, and everything that it takes to run your business like a well-oiled machine. So it helps you run your business. And again, it helps you onboard and train your current staff and onboard new staff, right? So it's incredibly important. This is a snapshot of our PCS playbook. So we use a platform called Edit Me, which I'll get into in a little bit. But you can see that every single department has their own sort of mini playbook in our huge playbook. On our homepage, we have our mission, vision, values. If you look over to the right, we have a weekly goals page. So that helps keep all of us on task every week. So it's a great document to just have and maintain. So as I mentioned, we use Edit Me. Edit Me is a great affordable solution. We're not paid by them. We just really love them. So we shout them out a lot. And it's like a wiki, and you can create several accounts. So all of your staff, including yourself, can contribute to the playbook and update it with time. This is a snapshot of the sales section of our playbook. So you see that we have steps to our sales process, and we have everything from, again, weekly goals in there to, what is Party Center software and what are our offerings and so much more. If you look over to the right, I put in a screenshot of some of our selling technologies that we use. So in our playbook, every single technology or solution that we use has its own dedicated page. So this helps us onboard folks quicker and also retrain. Sometimes we need a refresher on, how are we supposed to use HubSpot, or how do I reset up AirCall if I need to? So each technology that we use has its own dedicated page. And this is something that we recommend that you do as well. Think of it this way. If it's someone's first day on the job, what do they need to know in order to get up and running quickly, right? So that's where the playbook comes in. And we have a great resource on building a playbook for you, of course. Go to bit.ly/PCS playbook if you want more detail on how to build a playbook and some of the sections that you could build out for your FEC. So let's move on to what are some of the types of tools and products FECs need to run their facility. Well, of course, we talked about the playbook already, but you'll also need a management system for your business, CRM, website, email marketing tool, social media planning or automation tool, design tools like Canva, and a place for reporting and to track analytics as well. So all of these in terms of sales and marketing are incredibly important for you to look for. One example is Canva. I mentioned Rebecca and I both really love Canva. Canva is a great design tool to use. You could do flyers, social media posts. You see Instagram and Facebook on here. presentations, and so much more in Canva. And we're actually a Canva affiliate. So if you head over to bit.ly/PCS Canva, you can go ahead and try out Canva Pro for free for 30 days. So let us know how you like it. But we really recommend tools like this. They make design, at least the design process, a lot easier, right? So now I'm going to go ahead and transition over to Devin, who will talk a little bit more about why marketing automation tools like Hound are incredibly valuable and important for your business. So Devin, take it away.
Awesome. Thanks again for having me on here. So, one of the things I like to say is we like to tell ourselves a lie that if you build it, they will come. And that's one of the biggest lies that small business owners tell themselves sometimes. If I just have a cool attraction, it'll attract people. Well, the attraction isn't attractive unless you tell people about it, right? So having tools and places to share about who you are and entice people to come is important, right? So we can put out promos or offers or things like that we want to send out through email, social media. You might do digital advertising, right? There's numerous channels and ways to promote your business. So with Hound, we try and simplify that and make that automated, where you just tell us what you're offering and then we send it out. And the main thing we're trying to do is create a cycle of repeat traffic and that revenue for your business, right? So if we go to the next slide there, right, this is our secret. Don't tell anyone, right? But obviously it's not really a secret. You attract people in, you get their information, you interact with them, and then you continue to interact with them. And there's an importance to that continuation part. So there's going to be ways that you bring them into the cycle. So if we go to the next slide, right, there's ways you want to attract people into that cycle. That might be someone's at your location for the first time and they connect to Wi-Fi and you collect their data to communicate with them. Or they've been to your website and you want to draw them in to make them a customer for the first time, right? This can also just be social media. This can be, for us, we have a MyHound app and things like that. We have promo portals where someone might, hear about your business through that and then claim that promo. And now you have their information to continue that conversation. So these are ways, just some of the many ways that you can bring people into the cycle. And then the important thing is the next part. So if we go to the next slide, we've got ways that we continue to keep them in that circle, right? So just because someone's your customer once doesn't mean they're always your customer. Like I like to ask people what makes someone your customer, or when are they your customer, or how long are they your customer? And the answer is they're your customer as long as they're at your shop or at your facility, right? Once they leave, they're up for grabs to any other attraction or bowling alley or arcade or whatnot, right? So we want to continue to stay top of mind. We want to continue to give them reasons to come back. So things like bounce back offers, right? So now that they've visited and you have their information, you send them something to say, hey, why don't you come back? Automated emails where you're just announcing every few weeks what your current offer is, or, just staying top of mind and in their inbox. For us, we also have, I mentioned the MyHound app. So our MyHound app will showcase your promos to anyone who's within 10 miles, or depending on where you're at, that radius changes. But we want to showcase what you have to offer to people nearby that are looking for fun. And then we've got, just in general, foot traffic generation, right? We want to keep people coming through your shop. So an example, if we go through to the next slide, is let's take a bowling alley, for example, right? So a bowling alley that signs up on Hound is going to create a few different types of offers that they want to run, right? And that can be a family fun pack. That could be like a BOGO. Let's say they have a, buy one game and get another game free. That could be Wi-Fi bounce back promos. So after someone connects, we send something when they come to bring them back in, or birthday drips, right? Like with Party Center, it's important to be booking those parties and to, have that as a continued thing. So if you collect someone's birthday, our date collector will also collect birth dates of their kids if they want to enter those in. And then they'll get a promo for a specific birthday pack 40 days, 30 days, 7 days before that kid's birthday. So just cool ways that they can do that. So they're going to create those promos just by telling us what they have to offer and what channels they want to offer it in. Then we do the automated part. So if you continue next, to go out and tell people about that offer, right? So that's going to be putting that offer on your website, right? You don't have to log into your website and add that offer every time you want to change it. It just shows up when you change it with Hound, which is pretty cool. As well as maybe a birthday promo on your website where they can enter their data and now you have their email to start that conversation. Yeah, and one things with website is a lot of times, right, we spend a lot of effort for SEO to get people to our website, but then we don't convert them. And if we just show an offer, there's a difference between showing an offer on your website and giving someone the ability to purchase or claim that offer. If you just show it, they're going to continue to look through other websites and might end up going somewhere else that they find a better deal or closer experience, et cetera. But if you give them an enticing offer and they purchase it right there, you get that commitment up front and you get the revenue up front, right? You get that revenue whether they show up at your facility or not, which is pretty cool. So next slide. So say, you know, a customer shows up, they purchase a deal on your website, and now they're at your facility. So they've come in to experience bowling. And while they're there, they're logging into Wi-Fi because they want to, you know, not use up their data. They're sharing videos, they're doing stuff, et cetera. We can help you collect email as a way for them to log into your Wi-Fi. And then once we have that email, we can let them know maybe 7 days later, hey, why don't you come back for a, you know, here's a buy one, get one game of bowling. And they'll purchase that right there in the app, buy one, get one, and then they'll come in and redeem it again. And so there's just ways that we can continue to bring people back in, right? We don't want to just have someone come to your facility once, experience it, and then leave, right? We want to find ways, and it's important to find those ways to remind them about new deals or other things. Also with that Wi-Fi data collector, you can collect the birth dates, like we mentioned, right? So they could log in, enter their birth date, and now they have access to Wi-Fi. And then we can remind them before their birthday, hey, we've got these awesome birthday packages. So then if we go to the next slide, other ways, right? The automated email part, right? Maybe it's not because they visited or it's a birthday, but simply, you know, you collected their data and you just want to let them know about a new offer, right? Maybe there's a seasonal offer that you want to run during your slow times, or, you know, Father's Day promotion or something specific for the holidays, right? You can create that new offer and automatically it'll get distributed to that email list that you've been collecting. So now, again, top of mind, hey, we were thinking of doing something for Father's Day. Why not go bowling? Sounds fun, right? Here's this family pack, or here's this Father's Day specials, right? So reasons to continuously entice them to be part of that cycle and part of that connection with your business.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that is the quick down and dirty version of Hound. There's a lot more that it can do.
Absolutely. I mean, you guys are a great solution. And when you were talking about enticing folks, one thing that comes to mind, especially on the website, is we have a lot of customers or just folks that we work with in general that don't have that book now button right on their header. And that is so, so important, right? So if you don't have a book now button, be sure to have that. You could do book now, or like fill online waiver now, just anything to encourage that action, because as soon as you encourage that, you'll get the result, right?
Yeah.
So that's super important. So we want to kind of pivot to what to look for in a vendor. So we highlighted the playbook and planning in advance and documenting all of the solutions that you use for your team and for your business. And we talked, of course, about some of the tools that you want to consider. And we got into Hound and how those tools can help you grow your business. But how do you find those great vendors, right? Like that is the number one question that we get a lot. And that's why we are we already released it this week, a new resource on how to develop a tech stack. So be sure to check that out. I will give the link to you later on in this webinar, as well as in the follow-up email. But that's why we created that resource, is because we get this question a lot. So the first kind of point that we have is you want to choose a vendor that has a great support team. So you want someone that will give you resources or training on how to use their solution, and also a help center, that they have a help center or resource center that will allow you to find whatever you're looking for when you're in a pinch. So you want someone that is dedicated to helping you learn how to use the software properly. At PCS, we have 7 day a week support available. And we also have customer success managers that are dedicated. They do check-ins with you annually, quarterly, and monthly. And their sole purpose is helping you grow your business. So in any way that they can do it, they're going to do it. And so that's super, super, super valuable that you have a great support team on hand that's there and ready to help you whenever you need it. You also want to have a great relationship with your vendor, right? So you want to make sure that they're able and willing to take any feedback. And if you think about any sort of software that you invest into, you want something that's going to grow with you, right? If you plan on scaling your business, you want to choose a software that's willing to scale right along with you. So let's say there's a certain feature you're looking for, or there's certain feedback you have. You want to have this sort of relationship with that vendor where you can just quickly shoot your CSM an email like, hey, do you have this, or are you building this feature into the software solution? And you want to have that open line of communication with them. You want them to be able to adapt to your needs as well. So that's super important. And of course, right along in that vein is, are they invested in your growth? Are they willing to help you grow? Do they offer resources that are industry relevant? Are they a big part of whatever industry you're in, right? So we're in the FEC industry. You want to make sure that the vendor you choose is active at trade shows, right? That they're willing to recommend partners that are also in the same industry to help you grow your business. So are they invested in the industry as a whole and in growing businesses like yours, right? Number 4 on there is marketing experience. So if you notice that the vendor you're looking into is really not active marketing wise, they don't have a lot of resources, or maybe they're not on social as much, well, then how can they give you the advice that you need to grow your own marketing, right? So that's super important as well, is you want to look into their reviews online. You want to look into what they're doing on social, what they're doing on their website. How does it look? Can they advise you on whatever you need? Number 5 on there is consultative sales process. So this one's a little funny. Rebecca and I both come from the sales training world. And what we used to do is for our former company, because for those of you that don't know, we actually worked together before PCS. So we worked for a sales training company, and our sole purpose was going into, companies and retraining the sales team, because there's a lot of, sales folks out there that are very salesy, right? They're not really consultative. They're more focused on hitting their quota and hitting their numbers. But it's really important to find that salesperson that is asking you questions about who you are, your business. What are your long-term goals, and how can we help you? And you also want someone that's going to be honest with you too. Like if they know that maybe you're not a great fit for them and they're not a great fit for you, you want someone that's going to tell you that. And it's not all about the sales cycle for them. It's about whether or not they can consult you, whether or not their solution is good for you, and whether or not you guys are a good fit for each other, right? Because that's what it is at the end of the day. And the last point is probably the most important point: shop based on value and not on price. That cheaper solution you're looking for might cost you a lot more in the long run. Likewise, the most expensive solution out there might not even be the right one for your business. So you want to make sure you're looking at the value. Do you have to pay extra for support? Sometimes that's the case. Is it worth it? Or is there a solution out there that offers support and it's unlimited and they're there for you whenever you need them? It's these sort of things, especially as far as value goes, that are really important. Are you going to be onboarded correctly, or are you just kind of left up to your own accord and you have to figure it out yourself? All of these points are really, really important in terms of what to look for in that vendor relationship. Devin, do you have anything else you want to add to this?
No, I think you're right on with all of this. Important, very, very important. I think with adaptability, right, that I think that's a key one. And that's one that we try to lean into, knowing that like not every business runs the same, right? Not everyone wants to give discounts. And so we help them understand, well, a discount isn't always a discount. It might be something unique, like a combo that you offer or something like that. So like being able to make sure that things can adapt according to the way you run your business or the little unique things that you do in your business is important.
Absolutely. That's probably the most important thing too to think about is every business is unique. So make a list of those needs that you have and shop around vendors that way. And we have IAPA coming up, right? So this is a great strategy, right? We're all excited for IAPA, especially since it's in person this year, thank goodness. So, when you go to IAPA, if you're planning on going to IAPA, you want to make sure that you know what you're looking for and you ask these important questions and you're there engaging with these vendors because that's a great time to do so and to look for what you're looking for.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a break now from us talking and let's talk to you guys a little bit. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and use the Q&A feature or the chat feature, either or. So let us know. I mean, what do you think about some of the stuff that we mentioned in this presentation? What are your questions? One thing I did want to mention too is I can't speak enough about RCSMs. I mean, having a vendor that offers customer success managers and you have one that is assigned, I mean, really makes a huge difference. I remember Rebecca and we met with RCSM at HubSpot once, and we had just an amazing experience. She was able to find us the solution that we were looking for a lot quicker than if we were looking for it ourselves. So that's a really important feature to look for in any vendor. Okay, so Megan asks, Devin, when you say sometimes a discount isn't a discount, what do you mean without offering a dollar amount of off?
Yeah. So if we take kind of that bowling alley, for example, right? You might have something that is already a discount, but you're not calling it percentage off. You're calling it a package or a combo, right? So you might have a family pack, or that's, a game of bowling for 6 people, a pitcher of soda and a pizza for $45 or something, whatever that price point is for you. Well, you don't have to give that at a discount. You don't have to take $5 off of that. You can just put, what would it cost for 6 games of bowling, a whole pizza, a whole pitcher of soda on its own, right? You're already giving that as a package. It is a discount, but you might not call that a discount. So we just help you rethink through that word and not think, Hound is about giving discounts. It's just about showing those offers that you have. So it might just be a combo pack, but if you put the price point of it, of what that would cost to buy a la carte, like it's a discount or it's a, savings of some sort. And then you could sell that thing on Hound for $45, right? And they buy it right up front. So they're not just claiming a coupon that they're walking in and say, give me 10% off. They've already paid you $45 before they even come in your facility. So
absolutely. Sometimes people get hung up over the word discount. It's like scary, right? But in reality, it's just another hook, right? You're trying to attract the customer back in. Eileen asks, how does Hound get the emails from Party Center software portal?
I should get our technical officer on here. I know with Hound, you can upload your customer list. So I'm assuming if they can download that from Party Center, they can upload that list right into Hound. Right. And then we can continue. Okay.
Yeah, they can definitely download the emails from it. Also, we could give a user access to Hound to get into the portal if they want to be able to pull those, themselves.
Yeah.
So either way.
Yeah, and vice versa, right? We don't lock up contacts that you get through us, and this is a big deal. We're starting to see that come out in things like Grubhub and Yelp and other stuff that like won't give their merchants the email list that they've collected. So, Grubhub is doing that, I believe, and it's Grubhub's list, not the merchants. So I think it's really cool seeing Party Center step in and Hound step in and say, look, you've collected this. This is your information. Like, we'll share it with you. It's our information together, and you can download your list from Hound. You can upload your list from Party Center, right? You've collected that data. So
Yes, sir. Definitely.
I love that. And it's important too. One thing that we reiterate time and time again is don't just collect the data and let it sit there, use it, right? So Hound is a great way to do that. And really any email marketing platform, you take that list. With Party Center, we have a report called the customer detail report, where you can figure out all the birthday months. So if we have November coming up, now would be a great time to send out those emails like, hey, do you have a birthday in November? Come to our facility, right? So use that, find creative ways to use that data, and make sure too that whatever software or solution that you use allows you to get that data. So like, as you're saying, Devin, with Grubhub, if I was a merchant, I'd be pretty mad that I couldn't use that list. So that's very important.
Yep. I think too, data privacy is a big issue these days too, right? And so just to confirm, like for us, we stick to pretty strict standards. We don't sell any of that data. So like if you're uploading that customer list, it's not like, okay, now it's ours to go and sell to who knows who over here on, some other market. You want to make sure, when we were talking about like finding a vendor in marketing tech, you want to make sure that they're being respectful of your customers that you're uploading and stuff like that too. So.
Absolutely. One thing too, for everyone on the call, if you don't yet have a way to collect data, we do a online booking study every year. Usually comes out in February. So our most recent one was for this year. I'm sorry, for 2020, but it came out this February. And you can go ahead and head over to our resource center to download a copy of that, and you get all of the data that we collect on typical party booking times, how many weeks in advance do people book a party, and all this sort of information that are industry averages that can help inform some of your marketing and sales efforts.
And Laura, too, just like you said, on the CSM will help. If you're not sure, if you're a Party Center software customer and you're not sure where to find your emails that you've collected, we can get in there and we can show you exactly where to pull them, how to pull them, and we can show you some other reports that are going to give you that information that Laura was talking about. If you want to start targeting people from 2019 that booked fourth quarter, let's get that report and let's get going and do the drip campaign and get the information over to Hound, and so we can pull it and make sure that we get those customers booked.
Absolutely. Like I said, we love our CSMs, and if I was a facility, I would not go with a solution without them, because we need them. we need our CSMs to keep us on track. And Eileen, also, for those of you that might not know, ran facilities before. So she's our like secret sauce over here.
Well, yeah, thank you. Well, and I had the privilege of using the software. So 7 years I used the software, and then I thought, oh, where can I come and work from home and enjoy, and have fun, what I'm saying? So we go to trade shows, and then I get to help all my customers and show them, different reports that I loved. I have little favorite reports that I ran daily that I love. And, so we're here to help. And, Tanya she's awesome. And Tanya and I, we are a team, and we want to make sure that everybody's successful.
Absolutely. So if there are no more questions, I'm going to go ahead and close this out here. You have a couple more seconds, so if you have a question, pop it in the chat. But we just released a new resource on this topic, choosing the right products and services for your business, how to create a software stack, choose vendors, and build successful systems. So you can go ahead and head over to bit.ly/PCS Tech Stack, or just wait for that follow-up email to this webinar, and you're going to get it by tomorrow, I promise. And it'll have this information in there.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you have any feedback or have any topics you'd like us to discuss, please be sure to email marketing@partycentersoftware.com. This podcast is a weekly podcast, so you can expect new episodes every Thursday. Party Center Speaks is powered by Party Center Software. We are a facility management tool that helps family entertainment centers and event venues book more parties and manage their facilities. We also offer marketing services such as custom website design and marketing automations to help you expand your reach and grow traffic. If you'd like to know more about us, head over to partycentersoftware.com and please be sure to give us a follow at Party Center Software on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and at Party Center Soft on Twitter. Until next time, thanks for listening.